Welcome to another Splatoon 2 video on the channel. What I want to discuss in this video is my idea for playable Pearl and Marina characters. I've got two ideas surrounding this, but I think it would be really cool if we got to play as both Pearl and Marina. I had the same sort of sentiment about Callie and Marie, and I did actually talk about that in a separate video which you can find in my Splatoon 2 Nintendo Switch series playlist. But I think it would be really cool if we got to play as Off the Hook. I think a lot of people would love to see that happen. But yeah, like I said, I've got two ideas surrounding this. The first one is in terms of potential single player DLC, which we could see in terms of playable Pearl and Marina. Captain Cuttlefish, he doesn't appear in Splatoon 2 from what I can remember from the single player. I don't think he does actually appear, but maybe what they could do in the single player, I do believe Captain Cuttlefish was referred to by Marie, how she said that her granddad, which I do believe is Captain Cuttlefish. I think this was confirmed in the first Splatoon game. I could be wrong on that, but basically she said that her granddad is setting up a new squad of agents, and maybe Captain Cuttlefish could recruit Pearl and Marina. They got to do a secret mission, and basically you get to play as both Pearl and Marina. And Pearl, she will use the jewelers just because that is what she likes to use. You basically know that from the dialogue. And Marina, if you play as Marina, you will use the hero Brella, just because we know that Marina from the dialogue, she likes to use the Brella. So I think that would be really cool if we got some more single player DLC and we got to play as both Pearl and Marina. And basically they've got to do a secret mission for Captain Cuttlefish. Maybe the Octolings, they have done something, they're trying to steal the Zapfish again, or they're trying to break free DJ Octavio. Maybe that is where they could go with a single player DLC. And you get to play as Pearl Marina, and you got to stop the Octolings from doing that. So that's just one idea for playable Pearl and Marina characters. Another idea is for the multiplayer itself, and this could be exclusive to the Splatfest. Maybe they could have, maybe this could be the final Splatfest. I think the final Splatfest will work how the final Splatfest worked in the first game, where you had to choose between the two announcers, so Calais and Marie. That was how it worked in the first game. Maybe the final Splatfest will make you choose between Pearl and Marina, and maybe this time around, instead of playing as your Inkling character, maybe you will play as either Pearl if you select Pearl, and again you will use the jewelers, or you could play as Marina if you do select Marina, and then you use the Brella type weapons available in the game. I think that would be really cool if that did actually happen within a Splatfest, but I guess it could get quite boring just using like just one weapon all of the time. So maybe you could have a choice between all of the jewelry weapons in the game, and not just use like the Emperor Splat jewelers and not just use the normal Brella. Maybe you got a choice between all of the Brella type weapons in the game and all of the jewelry type weapons in the game, and maybe that is how they could get around, like in terms of getting bored playing as Pearl and Marina. But I think it would be really cool just to see 4 Pearls knocking about and 4 Marinas knocking about in the Splatfest. I think that would be really cool if that did actually happen. So I would definitely love to be able to play as both Pearl and Marina. I guess another idea is maybe you could unlock, like once you do get to like the final level within the multiplayer, maybe then you could unlock models for both Pearl and Marina. One more thing before I do end the video, wouldn't it be cool if that Pearl and Marina amiibo, which is due to be released later this year, wouldn't it be cool if those amiibo gave you the ability to play as both Pearl and Marina, whether it be in that single player mission that I did just talk about, if they tied that single player mission to the amiibo, or it gave you the ability to play as both Pearl and Marina in Splatfest. That would just be really cool if that did happen, but I think that is really unlikely to happen, just because if those features were actually present with those amiibo, then Nintendo would have announced those features at the same time as when they did announce the amiibo. So it would be cool if those amiibo did give you those abilities, but I think all what those amiibo will do is allow you to take photos with both Pearl and Marina, and they will unlock special gear. Maybe those special gear will allow you to dress up as both Pearl and Marina. That would be pretty cool. So if they gave you the gear that Pearl and Marina wear, and maybe the particular weapons that they like to use as well in battle, that would be really cool if it did happen. But yeah, it would be really cool if those amiibo gave you the ability to play as both Pearl and Marina. So that is it for this video. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. Would you want both Pearl and Marina to be playable characters, or are you happy with how they are at this moment in time? Do you think it will happen? Do you think this is likely to happen? I'm going to be completely honest and say I don't think this is going to happen at all, but it's just something which I would love to see happen, and I think the community will definitely be on board with it. And wouldn't it be cool if that Pearl and Marina amiibo, when you did select it, they basically performed like a new song in Incomplice Plaza? And if you had the Callie and Marie amiibo as well, wouldn't it be cool if, say like if you do select all 4 amiibo, wouldn't it be cool if they did a duet, they performed the song that they did perform at Tokyo-gi 2018? That would just be really cool if that did happen, if you did input all of those amiibo into your game, if they did like a duet. That would be really cool if that did happen. I'm sure the community would go absolutely bonkers for that sort of content. So yeah, it would be really cool if that sort of stuff did actually happen, but yeah, I think Playable Pearl and Marina, I just don't think it will happen, unfortunately, unless they do like a single player DLC, kind of like what I did just talk about before. So that is it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and of course I've got many more videos talking about what I want to see from Splatoon 2 in 2018, so they will be coming out soon. But that is it for this video, and I will see you next time.